Okay, yeah. So I was actually talking with Nick before I quickly ran to put this on record. And this is basically about fuel. So right now, fuel is like a very big opportunity. So while we're talking about fuel, he said the issue right now is not even about fuel. Like the fuel is in filling stations, but then the queue at the filling stations are usually very, very, long. So when he talked about that, I asked him a question. Okay, so I'm gonna rephrase it. Nick is here with me. I asked him. I said, "When was the last time you went to the ATM machine?" He said he couldn't remember. I don't think any of us can actually remember the last time we went to an ATM machine again. And that's because we've had people who do mobile banking, POS. So back then, at first, there were issues with withdrawing money at the bank. Then the technology of ATMs came in and they made things easy. So there were no longer heavy crowds at the bank of people trying to withdraw. Withdrawals were not being sorted outside. So you had more of people who would want to deposit inside the bank or maybe do Western Union or stuff like that. But the ATM machines came in and they reduced the heavy crowd inside the bank. Now, at the ATM machines, we still had a whole lot of queue. You go to the ATM machines, like I remember how fun it was, like back then in school. You go to the ATM machine and you stand on the queue for long, and before it gets to your turn, sometimes people like us, troublemakers, will just tell someone I'm at your back, we'll go somewhere. And when there's a whole lot of new queue and the people at the front are thinking that the ones going next, that's when you now see me come out from nowhere, jam, and say I was at his back. Or then you have people of soldiers, maybe you are the queue and the next thing the soldier is coming in. So it used to be fun, a lot of experience I had like that. But then would always be on the queue. Then POS came in, which is mobile banking, and when mobile banking came in, it solved a whole lot of things. Like we basically it's very difficult to see around the ATM right now. Almost at every single pole, before you walk from here to 10 poles, there's an ATM. I said there's an ATM, there's a POS vendor. Now, when these POS vendors became very much, they made it so easy to withdraw cash that now there is no more, queuing. I mean, if I want to make a withdrawal right now, take a walk before 10 poles, you're seeing a POS, go there, withdraw. There's rarely a queue. If there's a queue, it's just one person or two people. If it looks like a crowd of three, you take a walk again before 10 steps, 10 poles, you've gotten another POS. Now, you see how it's been easy, right? Now the question is, why can't the way money has evolved? Why can't it be the same thing when it comes to petrol? We're still in the analog stage of everybody has to go to what's it called again? To the filling station. Yes, before you can get fuel. And sometimes I look at this, the problem, the problem or the thing I think I hate most about Nigeria is the sudden greed, right? Like me, for instance, the cash I will withdraw from ATM machine, the same cash I will withdraw from maybe inside the bank is the same cash I would withdraw from that POS. True of us? But the same fuel you buy from filling station is not the same fuel you buy from that black market person. So you see now the black market people now are the only people now who are, holding this evolution. Now let's assume right now, okay, like me for instance, I hate queue. Like I hate queues. I don't think I can queue on anything in my life. I don't know. I have this allergy for queues. Now at the beginning, years ago, I was being told they miss stuff on fuel, condescent, but I was not believing. Why? Okay, they buy fuel then like 100 naira, right, at the filling station. Then when you want to buy from black market sells 150, which is over 50% profit, right? Yeah, over 50% profit per liter. So if this person buys like 1,000 liters for 100k, he's selling for 150. Good money. Okay, fine, good. Now, I'm already thinking, if this person is already making 50% profit, why would he want to miss anything to his fuel? That was my thought. Oh. Okay. So when I had things like, oh, they've missed consistent, they've done this one, I wasn't believing it. I wasn't buying it till the time where I buy that. I think that was at Obe in from River State. Act like you're going to Abia State. Oh man, I don't know if you forget that year. Waiting I suffer to repair that engine. I had to even buy half engine. Like if they tell me for my life, say na fuel where I put for motor go damage my motor, I don't ever believe. And ever since then, no matter how difficult it is, I rather park the car, look for a way. Although right now things are quite different. We're blessed now, but let's assume I was a normal person. Or when I rather park that motor, find way, and the next day carry keg, go buy from filling station. Now the fact is, because I've had it firsthand how buying fuel from those black markets are quite risky. Now the thing is, this is a very big golden opportunity, and somebody might step in sooner than later. Because no matter how we want to put it, these queues in Nigeria would not reduce anytime soon. That's the truth. More money is getting in circulation. More people are buying vehicles. Generators are quite not cheap. I mean, there is so much money right now in Nigeria where a boy of 20 years has two generators, has an iPhone, and has a Benz. Like there's so much money, so there will always be need for electricity. And except we have a good leader, where we'll be say we will not get good leader tomorrow, we can't get good electricity. We would all have to rely on petrol, right? So this simply means the demand for petrol will keep on increasing non-stop. Money will be on circulation, people will keep buying car, people will keep using gasoline, which is petrol, generators. There will always be need for petrol. And now the filling stations will not be able to, step in, right? No matter how we open the filling station, there will always be queue. So anybody now who is smart enough now to jump into this whole opportunity now, it's a big gold, man. Now, like I said, I don't know why Nigerians are just way too greedy. Like, you're already buying from the filling station at a rate of 100 naira, like I gave years ago, or maybe in current Nigeria rates now, maybe 250, and you're selling for 350 a liter. That means you buy for 2005 and you sell 35, you have 1,000 naira profit. I think the best thing now is to buy like in large quantity and keep selling, keep building up a network, keep supplying. But I think they would now want to make it too cheap. So they now buy for 2.5, they mix it with or whatever they mix it with. And and then the 2.5 now they're now making like maybe an extra 3,000, or maybe instead of selling and making like 3.5, they'll buy like 1.5, mix all the rubbish and sell for 3.5. So in their mind right now they're making a 2k profit, but in their mind now they're killing that opportunity of anybody. Because I feel this black market business is a bloody damn business. So then when I used to be in River State, they used to call it bunkery. The people who do bunkery, and you see somebody, a River State man, he has lots and lots and lots of houses, and they will tell you this guy does bunkery for a business, for a living. They locally refine petrol and diesel and all that. So anything has to do with oil and gas, anything has to do with oil and gas, especially petrol in person, it's a very big chain. So if we're talking about changing the whole perception of the whole thing, the honest truth is nobody would ever believe. I don't know how we can even brand black market. Do you think black market is something that can be branded? I think okay.
I feel like if there's a way you can trust the quality of the fuel, because I think that's the problem. You mentioned the same money you're getting from POS is the same you're getting from ATM. So nobody doubts the quality. They don't mind going to POS. But now with your experience, you cannot just go to any black market and put it in your Range Rover.
True.
Not try it.
True.
You understand? If there's a way to verify the quality of that, I think that people can.
I think if this black market, this is a very big business for them. If they can have a union, an organization set up for maybe Nigeria black markets where people have an association that they will also remit to the government once in a while and try to work with the government. If they can do that and have a quality check or quality control, those people will be bastard multimillionaires. Because just the way now, okay, I've known people firsthand who did this POS business. When POS starts, I know people who do. Like a friend of mine I have in OY, like this guy has opened more than 18 shops, no caps. If you never pass 18 shops now, this guy I'm telling you, he's already building his house up like a 3-story building, all from POS business. He started the year 2000 and I think it was 2017, when people never even they put eye for POS. That was when he started, and now he has made it a whole lot. Why? He's only making money because the same money now that you can withdraw at the ATM is the same thing you can withdraw at the bank. But everybody loves what? Everybody loves convenience. So nobody has the strength. People are ready to pay, give you a premium just to, have their leisure. Everybody just wants to do things. So nobody wants any form of discomfort. So now people are ready to patronize these POS people more. And now simply because, like I said, it's the money is the same thing everywhere. So nobody doubts the cash. If POS people were giving counterfeit often, what do you think will happen? Nobody want to patronize POS people. They would ignore them. But not because, when it comes to POS, the cash is always the same. Now, why can't black market people do the same thing? Because now the government right now would not obviously, except okay, maybe let's just talk say with the positive. Be like say we they wish the country the worst. Except something happens. But even if goodness and mercy happens and we still have constant electricity in Nigeria, then you now have the issue of car, because people are not ready to use electric cars anytime soon. So this simply means there will still be high demand of petrol. So me myself, I was even thinking, because we don't even have an app that does this. Oh, Nick, do you know of anyone? Do you know of any app that does, delivery of? You say?
That does black market petrol.
No, maybe delivery of petrol.
No, there's none that I know of, anyways.
So there is no app right now that I can just, oh my god, my diesel it's down. Let's order for like 300 liters and have my what's it called again? My Mechanos filled up. No app like that.
There's no app like that.
And we have
that's a big deal.
and we have app for food, to order for Jumia food, to order for what's it called again? Shoes, clothes, to order for any other thing apart from the consistent thing that gives people money, oil and gas. Okay. I mean that's the sweet part of being a software engineer. And I think the next thing is how do an entrepreneur we solve problems. So how do we solve that problem? Because there's a gap. And anyone that can fill that gap right now, anybody who just fills that gap is into anything. But it gets to go carry this way will make sense. So from what I can see right now, our governments like trouble. If you go the issue of licensing, maybe we could license as oil and gas, plenty mark. So I think that would be a problem for us, right? Instead, what we could do, if we say let us sell as well, we'll keep having consistent issues with managing of our products, the quality of our products, issues with transportation and logistics. How many branches do we manage? We need a huge number of investment. We need investors, and Nigeria is not like investing in anything reasonable. I mean, people rather invest and raise money for BBN people and rubbish than raise money for something that would create more jobs in future. So let's forget about investment, because we hardly see people who want to invest in something reasonable. Now let us assume we can work with what we really have now. Now if we go through the route of creating our own app, being our own distributors of petrol, it's going to be very beautiful. We would have to reach out with lots of people, lots of filling stations, do it like Jumia Food, affiliate with them. I think we cannot actually be, for my own capacity, it's not like it's not possible, it's possible, but now I don't have enough funds to set up that very big oil and gas field. So what we could do is to create an app where people could register as black market vendors, and have people see their the nearest black market vendors around them. So just something similar to boats. Now, but I think the problem we'll have now is, even if there are a lot of black market vendors around, then who does the delivery, or who will be handling all the delivery? Because I mean, obviously, with the person selling the black market be the one handling the delivery. If they do so, what of stupid people that will make purchases for things and then they will just start misbehaving? Right? And so who will not be taking the losses? So I think it's something we can sit down and even review. But I feel if we can bring a solution to, cause I mean, this country will keep having issues with fuel. This is just the beginning. I mean, we're not saying anything bad, but we don't really have a refinery, except Dangote finishes his refinery fine. then we'll know say better thing don't stop. Maybe petrol will be more consistent, right? But like you said, the issue is not even petrol. Availability is not even the problem. The problem is there is so much demand for it that the filling stations can't meet up with supply. So that is where we're stepping in as entrepreneurs. More find we organize that boy. The thing goes sweet too. Even if not to make 2 naira per liter. Hey God, if you broker like call the broker like 10 million liters a day. We'll talk about that one later. Okay, so this is my that means I've made a gist today. Then okay, gist 27th. Okay, today is 27th of
I'm glad to
January.
be part of this gist.